Munchetty, 42, admitted that she might be asking a naive question but brought up whether Starmer, 55, was passing on any concerns to Theresa May because he might be closer to certain ministers more than others. Starmer, who is also currently in Brussels, insisted that all he wants is for negotiations to succeed and that he had been talking to the Commission for some time now, to which Munchetty commented, "Okay, so that sounds pretty positive. In the spirit of working together and getting the best deal for Britain as it exits the EU, are you passing on this information in a clear and transparent fashion to the Conservatives?" To Theresa May, Starmer then replied, "Well, David Davis kindly facilitated some of the initial meetings for me, so this is not something that's been done to undermine the government. Obviously we're having separate discussions, but we're not going behind their back. As I say, I've been coming here for 12 months, and if I was going behind the government's back and undermining them, that would have come out as a pretty major story by now." BBC SIR Keir Starmer appeared on today's BBC Breakfast. BBC Munchetty demanded answers as she chatted to the shadow Brexit secretary. "We've got to a very, very bad place at the moment. We need to move on." Sir Keir Starmer, however, keen to put her point across. A frustrated Munchetty then interrupted Starmer to say, "No, I'm not implying that. I'm genuinely asking. It may be a very naive question. You say there are some ministers, Labour perhaps, that you're closer to. If that is the case, are you passing on the concerns in a clear and transparent fashion to Theresa May to enable negotiations to go smoothly?" He then said, "Our discussions are obviously confidential, but I can assure you David Davis and I talk about the state of negotiations. Rest assured, what we're trying to achieve here is that the talks actually succeed. We've got to a very, very bad place at the moment. We need to move on." Big Starmer insisted we need to move on as he appeared on the show live from Brussels Friday, October 6, 2017. Maya the Jaguar visited Naga, Munchetty and Charlie State on BBC Breakfast. The interview comes as May, 61, promised that 3.2 million EU nationals living in the UK will be allowed to stay in the country after Brexit even if there is no deal. In a letter to EU citizens, the Prime Minister said, "When we started this process, some accused us of treating EU nationals as bargaining chips. Nothing could have been further from the truth. EU citizens who have made their lives in the UK have made a huge contribution to our country, and we want them and their families to stay. I couldn't be clearer. EU citizens living lawfully in the UK today will be able to stay." BBC Breakfast airs weekdays from 6 a.m. on BBC One.